Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay, but here we go. We're into our second best of 3 of the night here at the North American Challenger Series number 2 on Chaos TV. We just finished seeing LMQ take a dominant 2-0 victory over Complexity Red, and now we have to find out who are going to face them in the best of 5 grand finals coming up tomorrow. I am Rapid. I'm here with EGAD. We're into our first game, the second best of 3, as Cognitive Forge, who just beat actually Complexity Black 2-0 in the off-screen best of 3. They are going to be your team on the left. They're taking on vVv.
Alright, so we're going to see the first 2 bans coming out. Going to be that Nidalee Renekton, followed by an Elise Lulu, taking away Chris's Renekton, and Nidalee away from Pekin Wolf, while Elise gets taken away from Liquid Inori, and Lulu gets taken away from Nubby Pooh Bear. So, I haven't seen Love Lova before, ever. I don't know if that's a name change or if that's someone completely new. But Shine I recognize, and everybody else from this side of Cognitive Forge, so should be an interesting team. I have no idea who that guy is on top, though.
Man, you know, this team comp reminds me of the Shy Nuns. Shy Nun's old team, or I think they also used to be called the Church of Shinon, something like that. Way back in the day, tried to qualify for LCS last split, but didn't quite make it through the promotion tournament. I think they had Ikeni top lane. This is like, these are feels for me, because we got all, like a group of 5 players who have played together on like so many different random teams, but now all finding a home here on Cognitive Forge. A little bit of a pickup group, so it's going to be interesting to see how they work out here. But hey, after beating Complexity Black 2-0 in the previous best of 3 series, it's nice to see very strong showing coming into the semifinals. But versus vVv, this is like, I don't know, I feel like it has to be an uphill battle. Chris has just been playing very, very well, and of course Get Snuggled back in the jungle. It's nice to see the synergy still there for them. But with bans that don't include like a Ziggs for Pekin Wolf, I almost expect to see that out of him, but still don't know what Nubby Pooh Bear is going to play. Might just default to his old Gragas.
Probably, and it's going to be the Pantheon first pick for Liquid Inori, while Thresh going to get locked in for Gaunty, as that is his comfort pick in that support. And they could pick up their own jungle too, and there is still a possibility for, I'm trying to think of what jungler that everybody else can play. There's Lee Sin. I'll just wait to see what they want to pick, but
Better.
I don't know. I can just only speculate. Maybe ADC, grab Tails' Caitlyn, or Lucian.
Yeah, and especially for Shinon, I'd expect to see a Lucian there. Really, both AD carries very capable of playing a champion, but it's a Caitlyn locked in for Tails. Shinon was very well known for a long time as being kind of a god on Caitlyn. His alt account, Fierce Sky, was very well noted for being very high ranked on Caitlyn, and Vayne too. You don't really want to pick Vayne into a Caitlyn, but still 2 of his strongest champions. Nice to see Get Snuggled taking that away, but Pantheon locked in first for Liquid Inori. I don't know if that's necessarily a great first pick to prioritize, but it's still going to be relatively interesting to see how it works out against vVv, who should go for Vi if it hadn't been banned out. What do they pick second? Because of course there's no Elise either.
Okay, so they're going to pick up Shinon's Lucian as well as Gragas for Nubby Pooh Bear. And Gragas, it's a pretty safe pick, pretty easy to play for him in the mid lane. Going to see if they want to lock it in. Pekin Wolf still has Ziggs available to himself. Orianna, anything crazy that they wants to pick up, but Ziggs most likely priority for him. Could look for a really sick poke composition with that one, and combine that with Caitlyn, and you can siege for days. So should be okay. And there is the lock-in into Gragas, and LeBlanc 2 is still something that could be of choice for Pekin Wolf. I highly doubt that's going to go to Chris. There's still a bunch of stuff for him to pick up top, if anything.
Yeah, and Chris with a very diverse champion pool. They're hovering over Yorick for a second there. Hopefully we never see that champion again. I remember the days where it was like all Yorick top all the time. Those were not fun times, especially as like an Aurelia player. So, ugh. Chris, though, has been having a great time with Riven. I've seen him pick up 1 win already in the tournament. We'll see if they can grab a second. vVv had one of the hardest fought VV victories earlier on in NACS, and now coming into tonight's match versus Cognitive Forge, yeah, I would expect to see vVv with maybe a slight advantage, but some very strong picks here coming out from Cog Forge. They lock in the Morgana support. So we've seen that even first picked sometimes in professional play, but now coming into tonight's game, we're still looking for that last pick, which should be a top laner. What is Shinon going to grab for Lovelova, player that we're a little bit less familiar with?
Plays a lot of Riven, plays a lot in Italy, but if he's comfortable on Riven, could go for it, but it's going to be Shyvana over there to him, and Chris knows how to play against that one. Could pick up Trundle to counteract it, but now I'm wondering, are they going to pick Trundle to counter? If they do, then it leaves him a little susceptible to ganks, but I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, we are going to wait and see, but we're still going to wait for the last pick to come in here for vVv. It is going to be their top laner. What does Chris want to play against a Shyvana? Shyvana actually a champion that Chris has defaulted to quite a few times in that sort of super tanky top lane meta, but with mages starting to come back, might see maybe a return to like a Vladimir, maybe a Rise. Seen one Rise already, and hey, that won. So not necessarily something that Chris has been known for playing before. And yeah, there's the last pick, Riven. No questions asked. Going to be going Riven top, but against a Shyvana. Could be a little bit rough if she gets too tanky early on.
That'd be really rough. If Shyvana gets any kind of armor early on, like a chain vest, or maybe gets her warded spell out faster, could be very, very, very dangerous for Chris to deal with. But I'm pretty sure he's dealt with those situations before. We're going to see probably Hydra out of him, and Last Whisper, the whole combination that Riven mains do normally tend to pick up. Then GA later on, and just try to one-shot the AD carry and make his life a little easier for his team.
All right, so with the champion picks already solidified, we locked in onto our final rosters. We're gonna go ahead and I don't know, kind of think about the way things are gonna work here. With Tails on Caitlyn, we've already seen him have a very strong game that way. More impressive, at least to me, is gonna be Gonti's Thresh. The guy's just been a monster, and it's gonna be up to Ions to really get those black shields out where they need to be in time to stop any of Gonti's crazy invades, or really just allow Shinon to be able to deal a little bit more damage and lock down Tails. So that, of course, he can't. Of course, that'll be Nubby Pooh Bear's job, too, as a lot of the burst damage there. But Pekin Wolf on LeBlanc. I'm pretty excited to see that. LeBlanc's been having a great day. Saw her a lot at IEM, if you guys caught some of those games. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just going to go ahead and hop into our first game in this best of 3 series. It'll be Cognitive Forge, your team in the blue on the left-hand side of your screen, taking on vVv Gaming, team in the red on the right. And we'll have that game and a whole lot more coming your way as we take a short commercial break. It's going to be both quick and short. And I was trying to fit both of those words in there. But before we do, I want to make sure you guys know about the link at the bottom of your screen to esportsventure.com. If you guys are interested in betting on a lot of esports games out there, not just League of Legends, you can head over there by clicking on the link down below. It gets you 5 bonus euros that you can put together already with your 10% discount for going ahead and signing up at Esports Venture. There you can bet on NA and EU LCS and a bunch of other tournaments around the world. So click at the link, check them out, and we are going to be right back with our first game of this second best of 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the North American Challenger Series #2 here on Chaos TV. I am Rapid. I'm here with EGAD, and we are into our second best of 3 of the night as Cognitive Forge take on vVv Gaming. Like I said, in best of 3. So we're going to go ahead and hop into game, and I'm actually really excited to see what's going on here because with vVv, a team that had a few struggles in the first game, they're going to turn their struggles into snuggles, and of course get snuggled in the jungle on his Lee Sin, versus a CoG Forge team that, I don't know, is a little bit new. I wouldn't say that their roster has been solidified just yet. They're still looking for a few alternative picks, and especially after taking over for the regular Cognitive Gaming lineup in NACL, been having a rough time.
Yeah, so we'll see if they can come out strong here, and if they can, that'd be pretty good. Echo. Oh my god. So now that's situated, we're gonna see just a 5-point spread across the map. And no invades, a little less likely in this patch. Maybe when they start changing the vision wards, we'll see some of those. The trinket wards, excuse me, not the vision wards. But it's gonna be safe blues for both sides, and a red start for Get Snuggled here on Lee Sin.
And he might actually do that red blind. Well, he's Lee Sin, so he's always going to do it blind. But when you don't get any help from your lanes, it makes it a lot more difficult for the enemy team to figure out where you're starting it out. And already some good trades bottom lane. Good trades mid too is top lane. Chris is just going to try to make it to lane. I'm pretty sure he's going to win that matchup versus Shyvana, but doesn't want to trade quite as early just yet.
Tails down bot also got caught out there by a huge binding and a bunch of damage from Shinon, so he's gonna have to play it safe. He already used his potion. He's in a bad spot. There's another binding in there onto Gaunty, so this counter pick playing huge. While Lova gonna be all in, not all in, but just chunked out there by Chris. And this trading up top is just going back and forth.
Yeah, and Chris does have the pushing advantage in there, so he's going to get level 2 first and could really turn this lane around with a nice level 2 gank in there. But another binding landing down bottom lane. Holy cow, that's been rough.
Yeah, so more bindings coming out, more piercing lights as well, followed up by Shinon, so some really good control in that lane. But they don't get the early level 2, unfortunately, so they're going to look at a Death Sentence connecting into the Shinon. Do not have the black shield, so there's the reverse harass coming in now. Built over Peacemaker, 90 caliber neck. Can he flash forward to get the headshot? No, he cannot. And the Ignite's just going to tick away, and if he had gotten that headshot, that would have been first blood.
So Shinon forced to get blow both summoners there, and we'll have to dodge out from those Piltover Peacemakers just a little bit better because he's been getting hit with quite a few of those. But the bindings from Ions, man, those things have been on point. Already we see Get Snuggled down in the bottom lane, wave pushing and underneath turret. Should be a pretty free dive, or is it? Liquid Inori in the right spot.
Oh, Get Snuggled's coming down too, so... Well, he already said that he's there, but Inori, obviously, the counter gank if anything crazy goes on. I would have liked to see an early 3v3 there. That would have been pretty fun. A little 3v3 tower dive action, but could have got horribly wrong. vVv make this smart call to not just go for it yet. Ping's coming out as they recognize Dry Brush is warded. Lee Sin is already making his way down there, so is Pantheon, who's sitting on the turret. So if he can counter this outright, this could go really, really well for the side of Cognitive Forge.
Get Snuggled is behind enemy lines. I'm not sure if we're going to have to, save Private Get Snuggled here or something. There's the Death Sentence onto Ion, starting the fight. Nice binding out there onto Gaunty. Get Snuggled coming in from the other side. Safeguards in, gets stunned, but no snuggling left to happen.
You did get the stun, but, Snuggled did end up just safeguarding away onto a minion, so it was fine. Binding does end up connecting the tails, but Nubby Pooper in the mid lane getting ignited and chained out. Auto attacks to finish it off. Oh, never mind. Ignite is going to finish it off through the flash, so that'll be first blood over to Pekin Wolf.
Wow, I'm not sure if that was like lag or what he was doing that far up, but just the level 4 all in. A little bit surprising to me, especially since Gragas usually does very well in lane against LeBlanc because he has a lot of sustain to keep him high health, and the percentage damage reduction too makes him a lot tankier than you'd expect. And with double Doran's rings, he now returns, but will be substantially far behind.
Yeah, it's going to be an early Chalice out of Pekin Wolf and maybe an Athene's Rush, or well, if he gets Chalice, then it's an Athene Rush. If it's the Fiendish Codex, then we know he's going for straight DFG. But either way, that's going to put him really far ahead of the lane, and there's the Codex.
All right, so going for that early DFG, or maybe just the overall power that the Fiendish Codex gives you early on. Won't give him any mana regen. Holy cow, Shinon. Bottom lane. He's scaring me, getting hit by all these Piltover Peacemakers. Great job by Tails, though, to land him.
There is a Pantheon, though, in the wings. If the binding does connect, it does hit a minion in front of him. That is the hero ranged minion of the day. Purple caster minions, OP. Inori looking for something, though. He's trying to click the lanterns. Like, I can't get the tails. I can't click this. But either way, they stay safe. And Nubby Pooh Bear having a really rough time in this mid lane. He's still even in CS.
Man, can you imagine if lanterns worked both ways?
That'd be
Could, like, take the enemy player's lantern into his back line. That would add some counterplay, but probably not a great idea. Another binding just to hit out a minion, keep those minions off the turf for just a little bit longer. But with Shinon especially forced back to base, he is going to fall very far behind.
And, alright. We're going to see him go back. He picks up a Vamp Scepter. Meanwhile, Tails going to keep on farming up. He's currently got 1,200 in the bank, so probably looking for another wave or two for the 300 gold to get his BF sword. So keeping it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple, and now Nubby Pooh Bear really falling a little bit behind. There's the all-in onto Lovelova. Top lane gets the knockup. A couple more auto attacks. The wind slash left to come out, and there's the execution. And Chris taking out Lovelova.
You saw Chris was actually waiting for the flash to come out of Lovelova too. He was trying to bait it out, if anything, but they just dash back and forth. Double signal comes out. Distortion onto Nubby Pooh Bear. He's going forward, clearing out the wave, getting what he can, I guess. But Peaky Wolf out of mana will actually find a body slam and an explosive cast, almost taking him out. Liquid Inori, if he can flash forward, maybe catch up to Peaky Wolf and get the kill. Looks like he won't be able to, so kills the clone. And that was really interesting.
It was actually pretty interesting. Pekin Wolf almost going down there, but Nubby, off a gank from Inori, does wind up going down there. That's it's a struggle in the mid lane for Nubby Pooh Bear. Struggles down bottom as well, but no deaths bottom lane. And actually Shinon able to come back in the CS. He was down by like 20. Now he's actually back in that CS game less than 10.
All right, looks like a bit of a dive coming in up top. Lovelova gonna get stunned up and a bunch of damage coming in. Good luck to see that Chris get the refresh on the Q. Will he actually dive this though is the question. Guess the shield decides not to go all the way with it. If Lovelova keeps extending like that, he's gonna get dove. Auto attacks and he flashes the sun. He's able to get out. Descendants is not gonna connect down bot. The black shield will keep him safe if anything. And it looks like Lovelova gets out, but Inori now coming in for the counter gank with Nubby Pooh Bear. Flash stuns come through. Looks like he goes forward, flashes, gets the dashes through and the knockup, but he gets ignited, and who will pick up the kill? It looks like Nubby Pooh Bear.
Actually, no, it's Lovelova.
Oh, what?
The last second ignite took him down there. Nubby almost stole the kill. It was a mid auto attack animation, but hey, kill's a kill. Traded it out. And the best thing about that was that Chris died to Lovelova, so Lovelova actually gets a kill out of it and more assist gold over both Nubby and Liquid Inori. So overall, I guess I'd say that was a win, but still gotta be careful up top lane, as it is going to be a very rough matchup against Chris. A very, very, very rough matchup. Another binding landing there onto Ions. Shinon actually dashes in. That's a little bit aggressive. Ace in the hole comes out, and Tails taking down Shinon. That dash in was a little bit questionable.
Gets snuggled though, getting initiated up top. Does get stunned up by Inori, but he's able to flash away just in time, so able to get out of there. But at the cost of that summoner spell, if Inori had more mana, could have seen him falling. And that was a beautiful hook by Gaunty too to pull him away from Morgana, so he was able to actually get that snipe off and pick up the kill. And Chris coming back to lane with the Tiamat, gonna be able to farm up really, really harder now. Really much harder now. So he's already 40 CS up on his opponent in that lane, so Lovelova having a really rough time.
Alright, well, top lane, and especially when you build so defensively against the Riven, it really just allows the Riven to just pull full offense out. And you can see that going for the Tiamat, and less so for wave clear, more so for just the auto attack canceling. Oh, Chris finds Lovelova in the jungle. Bottom lane, the man drop onto Gaunty. Shinon grabs himself a kill, but Lovelova actually will be able to get out safe and sound. Nubby Pooh Bear, though, coming in around from behind Chris, maybe in a little bit of trouble. Or it could be Nubby that's in trouble.
Oh, we'll find out. Inori going towards his team. Nubby Pooh Bear gets away from Chris. He's able to just get away. Looks like Dragon gonna get warded up, but no one going towards it yet. Inori is still hanging around, if anything, snuggled. Maybe looking to go through. Drops a pink ward, gonna clear out that ward, and actually make the side of Cognitive Forge be a little bit more wary, if anything.
Now with Chris joining the mid lane now. He's done with top lane. He's like, alright, I smashed one lane. Time to make my presence known out there on the map. Looks like Dragon could be the call, or maybe an invade. Maybe just a dive bottom. Pekin Wolf and Chris both going that way.
Huh. Alright, and red buff going to Inori now. He's got his smite still available. Dragon is being started up there by the side of vVv. They have 4 members on it. They do have Tails still farming up bot. He's a little low on HP, so I don't want to risk it. If the explosive cast combination with the barrel do end up stealing it, they're going to actually stop, wait for the barrel to pop, and with more wards coming over the side now, it looks like they're trying to steal harder. But the explosive cast is not in time, as he was bound up there, as well as the binding hitting the snuggle. They go over the wall, get the double sigil onto Nubby Pooper. Do not land the wind slash, but the chain will slow him down, as well as root him in place. They get the black shield, but no, it is not enough to stop Pekin Wolf from taking him out with those autos and the abilities. So they find it, and they pull Chris over, but can't find anyone else.
That was a pretty long-range black shield. I did not realize that skill had such a long cast range, but not enough to save Nubby Pooh Bear. Gonti gonna get bound up there, but Ion's binding. Let's see, it's only level 3, so it's wait, that is a 2.5 second stun, so it's actually pretty impressive. What's more impressive is Get Snuggled does not die to blue buff, even though he's like at 100 hit points. Gives it away to Pekin Wolf, who heads back to base.
Okay, and Love got some free time up top, still down about a rough 33 CS, so gonna get chased out here. Chris feeling very strong. His ultimate's not up though for quite a while, so can't catch up to him, gives up, and just goes back to farming the lane.
Top lane, the lane being farmed out there, but definitely going in Chris's favor. That guy is almost 60 CS up, or almost 40 CS up. Not get ahead of ourselves. They're over Lovelova. Nubby Pooh Bear at the same time in the mid lane, even though he's 0-3 versus a 3-0, he's actually staying pretty far up there in CS. Is down by only about 3 or 4, so nice to see him having a rough time, but still able to keep his own. Bottom lane, though, the AD carry is even at the same time. So all of these kills really haven't manifested themselves into some big item results, even though we've been seeing a lot of action out for vVv.
And more action is definitely to ensue while Get Snuggled heads down towards that bot lane. So he's going to get spotted up by a ward. So maybe there could be some bait potential for a man drop from Inori, which is probably going to be the first one of the game. Death Sentence comes in, does connect into the Shinon though. He stands out on the trap, but a bunch of damage comes in. The kick and the ignite will actually finish him off. Oh, never mind. That's the dot from the spear to the other lizard. Shackles could not stop them. Ion's not able to peel them off hard enough. And Inori finishing up the golems, not man dropping in.
Yeah, that's the black shield just a little bit too late. Death Sentence still landed, and once you start the Death Sentence, you can't really stop it with a black shield. Now we've got an attempted dive in the mid lane. Chris is looking to come in and dive Nubby Pooh Bear. He just clears the wave out. That'll make it auto push. Explosive casket onto Chris, forces him to flash out. He's got some CDR from the boots, draws Nubby Pooh Bear back in there, looking for the execution. Nubby's gonna get taken down in the back. Chris flips over the wall, and now in the full retreat mode against Lovelova. Where's the Valor? Gets the stun. Can Chris make it out alive? Looks like he's going to have the flip over the wall if he wants to go again. Doesn't want to run into Liquid Inori. Man drop coming out. Chris forced to turn around.
Yeah, but that man drop went with nobody else behind it, so Lovelova didn't bait him into Inori, so he just gets to take the same path out to that Tri-Brush they just warded. So, very well played by Chris to juke away from that, and a little bit of miscommunication coming in from Cognitive Forge there.
Yeah, some great decision making, and you could really tell the benefit of those early Ionian boots of Lucidity, giving him so much mobility, stun cooldown coming up just in time to keep Lovelova from being able to take him out, and Chris making it out alive after a crazy mid lane dive.
Yeah, that was just complete miscommunication. It's 8-2 in kills. There's still that 6,000 gold lead for the side of vVv. They have every tier 1. They also have a tier 2 in bot lane, so Tails going to rotate around, possibly look to push mid. Ion's going to actually run into him, connect the binding, and the Dark Soil. Gonna look for the Shackles to come in. No, he doesn't actually have it up, so a bunch of damage comes in, and Tails actually 1v1s him. Shana could not find the flash to get in range. He's gonna actually try to pop the culling to pick up the kill. Tails kiting it around, gets a headshot, but no, he was not able to get it in time, and Shana will actually level up.
Yeah, Shinon gets the level up, stays alive, almost walks into the Caitlyn trap, which would have killed him, but now it's actually Gonti who gets slammed into the wall there by that explosive cast. Body slam through another wall, and probably will not be able to, oh yeah, we've got Pekin Wolf coming in from the side. Chain will land. There's the Dragon's Rage, and the second chain to latch there for Pekin Wolf. Liquid Inori's in there for a kill, though. Now he has to escape from Pekin Wolf, and will not be able to do that.
Snuggle has been all over the place and counter ganking pretty well, and that was a bit of an overextension there from CoG Forge. You know, Pekin Wolf was trying to get to the team around Tri-Brush, but then just dashed over the wall on the Dragon because they chased so far. So gets a huge play off that, as well as kill for himself and for Snuggled.
And now with Chris taking over top lane and really Pekin Wolf all over the map, not just relegating himself to one lane. We've got a lot of strength, a lot of pressure out there, and more importantly than just champion kills, which kind of look cool, are the objectives, which actually matter a little bit more. A 4-0 lead in turrets and a 7,000 gold lead materializing here for vVv. It's gonna be a rough comeback, but if there's one time to start it, you know, no time like the present. Oh, Liquid and Nori, holy hell. Pekin Wolf just try to get out onto Nubby Pooh Bear. Won't be able to find a kill there. Chris gets bound up there, but has plenty of CDR to get alive.
Liquid and Nori just got melted. He's going to have a rough time after that, but he still has man drop available if anything. Could look for some kind of setup in the mid lane if they can when he respawns, but Nubby gets caught out here. They wait for the chain, could not find it through the body slam. Pekin Wolf, he's gonna look to chase this one down. Nubby is stopping to drink, but will get caught up by the binding. Can the body slam actually pick up the kills? The question, no, he's silenced from the sigil pop. The culling comes through the wall, not enough range. Then it will be Lovelova chasing after this one. Does not have ignite, but up in a couple seconds, the distortion comes through. The chain is gonna slow him, and it will back away from the root. Meanwhile, Tails finds a free turret in mid lane.
Man, vVv just do not die. Every single time they get very low, very caught out, they always make it out alive, pulling in Tails so he can get the last auto attack. Oh my goodness, so close. But Chris finishes the job. Now 5 and 14 the score, and another turret taken down as well.
Liquid and Nori just man dropped on Pekin Wolf by himself and got the kill across the map while that fight was happening.
I can't even. Well, good play to be made there by Liquid and Nori, but I feel like helping out the rest of his team would have maybe been a little bit better. Hey, a kill's a kill, and now he is now even at 2-2-2.
That was, I don't know. I wish we could have seen it. It was probably pretty funny. Blue Wolf gonna get stolen away there. Chris is gonna snag that one up for himself. He's level 13, currently the highest level in the game, which is a little ridiculous. Snuggled is he was 2 levels ahead of Liquid and Nori, but now when they get this dragon up, they're gonna have a huge gold advantage, almost 9,000 gold at this point. When they get this dragon, it will be, and I'm pretty sure in a few more simple pushes, they could just push out an inhibitor. But it looks like they're playing it safe, doing their rotations, and catching up people when they can.
And they see a huge minion wave pushing bottom lane. Tails just nets over the wall, and all of a sudden, Anoi's fighting just a little bit more than golems. And while he was able to man drop and pick up a kill on Pekin Wolf, probably not going to be able to do a whole lot else. And man, those double golems turned into triple golems there pretty quickly. And Shinon now in a little bit of a rough place, looking for the all-in on to Tails, gets flayed backwards. No culling for you, gets taken out.
Gets kicked in the face too, as that'll be the Dragon's Rage to pick that one up. And now here comes the push into the bot lane for potential inhibitor damage and potentially an inhibitor turret. There's really not much to respond to except for Nubby Pooh Bear, who is going back over there. So Tails backs off, so does Gauncy and Snuggle, but they're going to roam around, look for more pick potential as Lovelova heads up to top lane, where at this point he can't really deal with Chris. And Nubby Pooh Bear and Ions are just stopping the push down bots, so that turret up top is going to fall.
Alright, well, yeah, turret will go down there, and at this point, the snowball really starting to roll. Lovelova is going to bite off a little bit more than he can shoot. Probably a distortion in from Pekin Wolf, but not really going to jump into anything just yet, especially with young Nubby coming around the corner. We'll have to see if Nubby Pooh Bear can maybe find a pick onto either Chris or Pekin Wolf. Does not look likely.
Unfortunate, but they're looking for a pick on a Nubby Pooh Bear. He might walk forward. There's the DFG. Double Sigil comes through. He does not hit the distortion. Gets the chain. When that pops, he is going to die. Oh, no. Auto attack. There it is. And he's supposed to cast the follow-up, though. May pick up a kill. The Ignite goes down, and they do find Pekin Wolf. Chris is in the back line. Gets a 2-man stun. Tails is going to follow up in the auto attack. Tails is going to chase him down. Looks like Flash is almost up. Maybe we'll see it. But Lovelova looking to go away from Chris while Ions has DC'd. Unfortunate for him. Yeah. He's alright. Gauncy's not going to kill him. Well, Ion's going to run back to base. He's going to get flayed back. Chris?
I don't think Chris is going to be quite so merciful.
Oh, okay, I guess lag for everybody. Inori's in the base. There's going to be a surrender vote, obviously, so the trolling pretty much ensures that.
Alright, and there's a little bit of a disconnect. It's 20 minutes in, so here come the DCs. We're going to go ahead and probably hop on out of this game. And as this game finishes, I don't know what else to say. It's just when you're lane, win the game. Some nice roams from especially Pekin Wolf. So you got to give him some credit for really making this possible. Nubby's going to try and for one last hurrah. The game will end with a 3-0 surrender vote. And there you go. GG's. vVv Gaming will be vV victorious for now.
That was bad. I don't know. vVv with a really strong early game and then kind of couldn't see a way for Cognitive Forge to come back. There's some really good picks from Pekin Wolf. Chris just kept split pushing and being a menace that nobody could even 1v1.
All right, well, that's gonna take care of that. We are going to, I believe,
there's actually server lag on the client. From what they're saying, they're investigating an issue with ISPs causing lag in game.
All right. All right. So we're gonna get a ruling on what on earth is gonna happen with game number 2 because it looks like a majority of players may be having some lag issues. We'll come back after a short break, give you guys an announcement on what's gonna happen. But as for game number 1, we'll go over to vVv Gaming and we'll have an update on what's going on with this series coming up here in just a minute. So thanks for watching. Do want to give you guys a little bit of a shout out because you've been awesome for sticking with us all day long. We'll be right back and let you guys know what's going on.